Alright everyone, welcome back to the closeout video of the year. Sorry about that. I was going to make this, the sun was out earlier and it's not out now, so it's actually trying to rain on me. So hopefully we can get this video made without too many difficulties. So I'm going to close out the year by starting with the first mod, which is actually before my beginning of the year video because I was on vacation and I was so nuts about those tow mirrors. So the first mod we did on the truck was the lovely tow mirrors, and as you can see the parking lights work. And we'll get in here, turn the turn signal on, and their turn signal and parking now. There's a wiring video on that, which was happened a long time after, which is my fault for taking so long. But that was the first mod, and then of course we did a bunch of other work. The truck is running, sorry about that. I should probably just turn it off for now and stop the beeping. So, and then you saw the videos of me playing in the snow and stuff like that. And then I started the year and we did the unboxing of the new tailpipes, and then you saw me fix the compressor, and then we did the unboxing of the new muffler. But then I ended up having to replace the camshaft sensor in the distributor, so you saw that video. But as you can see, there's one of the tailpipes right there, the left side. A little dirty. It's been snowing up here. It's 43 right now, 44 degrees right now. And it's been snowing for the last couple of weeks. A couple inches here and there, but there you go. There's a right tailpipe. Get a shot of both the pipes coming up here. That was the second mod we did. And then a shot of the Magnaflow muffler, and going up to the factory exhaust. So those were the first two mods, and I gotta get some more undercoating on this frame before it gets too cold. But I've already had to put the snow tires on, the winter tires on. So the tires are a wee bit smaller than the 35s, because these are 33s, but they're skinnier. They're like 11 inches wide. And the summer tires are like 14 inches wide. But it is really cold, so we're gonna switch to inside the truck where it's a little warmer and a little drier. I have to apologize for the weather today. So in a recap, I did do the cam sensor, and there's a couple of videos on that, only because I love that dash cluster. Looks so nice. Only because I dropped that one little screw that you're not supposed to drop in the engine, and I never ever found it. So then I did make that little rant video, and I did apologize for doing that for that comment guy about the pinion seal. But then I started getting into jobs, and showed you how to, change tail lights, and then I discovered a problem with the Trans Am. It was, my wife told me it was overheating, and so I did a video on that, and the coolant was very low, and I did discover that. So I filled that up, and turns out that it really wasn't overheating. In the second video on that, it was just running hotter than it used to. So we didn't do much with that. I did a couple more videos, and I did the tow mirror wiring video, which was kind of spotty, I know, because I was having issues finding the right wire under the steering column, and I did find it eventually. But I did check for the thermostat by pulling the upper radiator hose, and there was a dome in there for a thermostat, but I could put some stuff down through there, so I don't think there's any guts in it. But then let's see, what do we do after that? Then I got the camera probe out, I think. And we actually stuck the camera down in there and stuck it down in, and it was all dark. There was no shiny brass or anything like that with the light or nothing like that. And then I moved on to the exhaust video, which I did apologize for not showing you how I did all that, because me and my son spent like 5 hours on it, and it just would have been way too much to film. And I hope the rain isn't too loud on the roof of the truck, because it's really starting to rain. And then I did a little noise comparison to see which sounded better. And then we did a 2-year review on my rough country suspension lift after I bounced the whole right side tires and hit a curb at 15 miles an hour, a nice curb, and put a couple of black marks on the tires. But it didn't really damage anything. I had a loose hub bearing on that side anyways, and I replaced it. But I had the alignment redone, and everything is good now. And it was okay for a while, and then all of a sudden we move on to the next set of videos, which was the alternator dying on my way home in the dark on a picnic from my nephew's baby shower party. Well, not his, but he was there. And I made it home under almost complete darkness with no freaking lights, which was insane. And then I did pull the alternator out, but it took me a couple days to get the new one. So that's why there was 2 parts on that. And then I did an easy video on changing the third brake lights and the cargo lights. And then I tried to move on to a different car, which was that 2011 Ford Explorer, where I did the outer tie rod end on it. And then I ran into my health issue with you guys. Being the fact that I had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And I'm doing well with that. But I thought you guys should be aware of that situation with me in case something did happen. And then the next video I did was changing the speedometer motor, because over the winter my speedometer stopped working between 65 and 75 miles an hour. It wouldn't read it accurately at all. It would jump all around in the cold. So I showed you guys how to change just the speedometer motor itself. And then what did we do? We had the check engine light on my wife's Dodge Dart, and I cleaned the gas cap, which seemed to take care of that, wiping off the rubber real good, and I pushed it down to make sure it seated really good. And that seems to be holding that problem at bay for now anyways. And I know that was kind of easy, but with the chemotherapy I'm on, it really drains you. You don't think about that, but it does. So there are some of these videos that did get really easy, and those are the weekends that I was having my chemo that I was really drained. So I just tried to pick easy jobs just to make sure I was getting you some content that was useful. So then we move on to I did the front brakes on the same Ford Explorer, and we did that. And then I tackled my daughter's Subaru. We did the front brakes, and I had a little problem with the one side. And then the following week after that, I did the rear brakes. And then we moved on to replacing heater hoses. And after that wedding where I didn't do any work, I replaced the heater return hose, which you heard was very crunchy. And I believe that plugged up my heater core again because it still wasn't circulating properly. But I put the heater hose on, the return hose on, And then I did that one small bypass hose, and that I had never replaced before. So with those two hoses, then the next week I actually flushed the core, and you saw all the crap coming out of that. And I'm pleased to say now I have 125, 130 degree heat coming out of my heater vent. So coupled with the new hoses and a good heater flush, I have heat again. And then the last work video last week was a chemo week, and I picked an easy video with a belt tension replacement. And then this week is an off week for me, so I decided to make the year-end video. It's the last weekend of November. Thanksgiving was Thursday, so it's Thanksgiving weekend. So right now I am going to close it out for the year, and if something comes up, you know, same as last year, if something comes up during the winter where I need to do some work or something, you know, obviously I will try to put a video out if it's not too cold, because out of all the side effects with this chemotherapy, I have extreme sensitivity to cold. You know, it's like 43 today, and if I don't wear gloves, my hands are already tingling, and so is my nose, just from being outside for just a little bit. So you know, I don't have too many other side effects, but we're just going to call it a day, and we're going to sign off for the year. And if anything comes up that I deem important, I will definitely let you guys know. So until the next one, have fun.